At Legacy Early College here in Greenville. Furman with a 124-48 victory over the Oglethorpe Stormy Petrels. And Scott, Tom Van Hoy, and head coach Bob Ritchie joining us here. We were kind of laughing. You didn't get a chance to finish, but you called more set plays for Thomas Tillman down the stretch, and you may call set plays all season long.
Man, he had his whole fraternity here, so I felt like they were on me all second half to get him in, and I wanted them to be rewarded for their efforts, and I thought they brought a lot of energy up in that upper right corner. So appreciate the students coming out tonight, and that's what it's about. Like, sometimes people ask, like, why do you play these games? Like, what do you get out of it? And it's important that it's why Duke plays Wofford. It's why Kansas plays us. It's why the high majors play 6 of us. And what it does is you get to play your depth. Guys can get some confidence. Walk-ons that work all year, right? The video that's going out from the walk-ons are all another night, right? And you play these games so those guys can get rewarded a little bit for what they do. And we also have, even with our rotation guys, you look at a guy like Cooper. He's a true sophomore. He needs to continue to feel some confidence. Well, he gets the big dunk to start the game. He gets 16 points tonight. Mason, we've been trying to work him in a little bit, and need to get him some more confidence. So he goes for 20 tonight. Gets a bunch of shots up. Edrin is still, coming off the injury and still working some kinks out. And still got him, at least we got into his cardio a little bit. And then, PJ continues to just shoot the heck out of it from the perimeter. And what I'm most proud of tonight is 34 assists, school record, tied a school record. And, he's pretty neat. But then, Jason Morgan, that was fun right there. He played, 7 minutes? He has 7 rebounds, 8 points. And he's a guy where, it's a unique story. He was a walk-on, or he was a football player, a scholarship football player at Virginia Tech as an offensive lineman, and decided he loved basketball and wanted to play basketball. And so we let him come be a part of the team. And I've watched him for we got in early camp, and I told the staff, I said, guys, there doesn't need to be a day that he doesn't get a skill workout in. We have to invest in him because he's an elite athlete. He is you cannot find him a better athlete, and you just got to get used to playing him. He's really somebody. I could see it, in a couple of years. I can see him helping us, and he's got to, he's got to learn the system. He's got to increase his skill. He's got to increase his understanding of how we play and things like that. But you can see how explosive he is. Well, we just wanted to kind of get reps at multiple defenses, and we tried to add some defenses in. But I'm a man-to-man coach by nature, but I do think it's good to have a curveball. And I've always liked the 1-3-1, so we got in that towards the end of the second half, or the first half, and we started out the second half. We worked on our 3-2, playing some three-quarter pressure out of it and playing regular. Just, still getting confused on some things in that, some of our bumps, and then obviously we got to work on our man. We worked a little bit on a ball screen coverage. We hadn't played a lot with Coop, which was good, to get some reps at that. And that's why you do this. It's almost like you get 75 reps of transition defense, transition offense, and then being able to work on different offenses and defenses that maybe you wouldn't.
The other thing that we were looking at a moment ago, nobody played more than 19 minutes except for Mason Smith, who played 23, so you're able to do a lot and at the same time not tax guys with a pretty good stretch coming up.
Yeah, and I think that's important. We're going to play basically 4 games in 11 days, and it's going to involve and it's going to be versus good teams. And, it's going to be on the road, so we got the next 4 games on the road. We go to Charleston Southern. It's going to be a very hard challenge. We got to go to Vegas and play Seattle, and then go play the Jayhawks, and then go down and play Florida Gulf Coast. And so, we've been fortunate to play the first 4 or 5 at home. And it was important. We played well in those, and we won all 4, and we won the other road game at Belmont, which continues to show what the quality of what that was. And the week before that, but it was important that we started out well. And we have our group. Our group loves one another. They care about one another. They're playing to the values, and that's the thing. Sometimes in these games, you can lose focus. And we talked a lot about that in the pregame. Just our discipline's got to be our protective fabric, and we've got to understand the difference between lack of discipline and mistakes. Go out there and make mistakes, but you're not allowed to have lack of discipline. And I thought for the most part, we played pretty disciplined tonight. Even in a game that got out of hand early, I thought we were able to keep our discipline to be able to work on some things that we need to work on.
I asked you this in the pregame, but I think it's important to do it again in the postgame. choosing to play here at Legacy Early College and the relationship that you and your program have built with this school and the program here?
That's just more of wanting to really have depth and substance in the community, and not just say that we have community service, but really, be a part of impacting some lives. And we talked about that today in our film session. Was, you don't hear a lot about like what you get to play for and what you get to do in your platform. And, the front of the jersey is critical, but also the back of the jersey. Like, that's the last name on there. That's your family that you represent. And, you get to take your gifts and you get to go utilize them. And you get to serve and you get to connect and you get to be a part of the community. And I think they've done a great job. I mean, we've been here 3 or 4 Thursdays already this year. And this group is willing to serve. They're willing to be a part. And I thought they did a good job embracing that. William Brown came in the locker room with us at the end. It's a very neat. We got to say a few things to him. William's been great to Furman. It's been neat to see his vision here. And anytime that we can connect with that, I think that just gives the program a little bit more substance.
9 of 10. He was first 7.
9 of 10, and the guys were over there giving me a hard time. Let him go after Jordan's record, but I felt like it was just one of those situations where we had some other things that we needed to do, and I talked to him about it. I said, you're gonna have to go make 5 more, or you're gonna have to make 6 more to tie Jordan's record. And, that would have taken more time, and I just didn't think the cost benefit of it was worth it. And I was actually a little bit, it was one of those things where I didn't want it to be the main feature of what we were doing. I wanted to make sure that we got some of these guys some reps, and I thought that was a lot of fun. To see him get going like that again, he's playing with a ton of confidence, but also to see some of our bench guys come in there and have good performances, I thought that was important. Yeah, I'm telling you what, listen, the ball he's playing right now is incredible. It really, it's actually, I think I said this in the pregame. I knew he played well in the two-lane game. I didn't know it was that well. It was a game game. He's on both sides of the ball. He's the defense that he's putting on the floor, the ball security, the ball movement, the scoring, the aggression. He made all the plays offensively when the game got close in the two-lane game. He made the buzzer beat in the Belmont game. And, I think it's one of those situations where this team needed an alpha to step up. And he's clearly been that. And then right there, his counterpart, Nick Anderson, his maturity and his swagger and his presence. Both those guys out there with a few of them. I think it's been neat to see how they develop. It was Nick, wasn't it? Nick had 9 rebounds. And then Jason Morgan was up there with 7, I believe. But, yeah, I couldn't be more proud of our two top-tier guys. And, just the adversity that PJ went through with his finger and how he handled all that. Play the way he's playing. He's really setting himself up not only for a good season, but he's also put himself in a position that he can keep playing this game for a while. And as tough as he is, and as good as he is, and the thing he's put together, it's going to be neat to follow.
Well, we told him, I think after Belmont, and I think he's going to have to play with those fingers taped all year, whether they're hurt or not.
I told Chad that during the game. I said, maybe it's helping. I don't know. Maybe for whatever reason, we just think it's going to win. And he thinks that, and he's playing like that. That's what the great players do. They play with confidence, and they always have no mentality. He's definitely playing.
All right, Bob. Thank you much.